It's our Get a Job segment. Gail Cruikshank, Talent Director, Greater St. Cloud Development Corporation, is with us. Gail, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
And also joining us today is LeRoy West, President for Summit Academy. LeRoy, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Jay.
All right, so today we're talking about clearly Summit Academy, and we've had discussions about Summit Academy before. Gail, can you tell us about that first of all?
Yes, for sure, Jay. We're excited to show some great progress and excitement going on in the community. As you might remember, I think it was back in June that Senator Putnam joined myself and you in the studio to talk about this possible relationship, and we have been able to make it move forward, and we're excited to see it grow. As you know, construction jobs are one of the top growing careers in our region and in the state, as I think I just saw in the newspaper yesterday. And so this is one of these opportunities to really help train more of our folks in our region that want to go into these construction-related careers. And this partnership with Summit Academy will be something that we are hoping to continue to grow. And it's really just bringing that relationship to add training opportunities to this career and a variety in a very quick way and a very efficient and effective way to then bring those folks to jobs right here in central Minnesota.
Yeah. So, LeRoy, why don't you tell me about Summit Academy and your work with that group?
Absolutely, Jay. Well, Summit Academy, we're an accredited vocational training institution with the mission to empower individuals to develop their skills and thrive to become contributing citizens and communities and become a part of the economic mainstream. So what does Summit Academy do? We basically train in in-demand careers, construction, IT, and healthcare. And we're actually working on a financial services training track as well to offer mortgage loan processing officers. Our programs are 20 weeks in length at no cost to the student. And we're excited about how we're expanding into St. Cloud to be able to offer this training tracks to the community of St. Cloud.
LeRoy, can you tell me how you can offer these classes without cost?
Absolutely. We annually raise dollars to support the cost. We also we are a Title IV funded school as well, so means students are eligible for financial aid. So that's federal Pell grants and state grants. However, we do not offer any loans. So if they do qualify for that, we accept that. However, if you do not qualify, that's where we annually raise costs, but we also have grants and state contracts to help support tuition as well.
LeRoy, how about the Satellite Center in St. Cloud? How's that going to work?
Absolutely. So we do 20 weeks training, and the first 10 weeks, we would do a virtual training. So it'd be 10 weeks that we'll be working with the Career Force Center. So they'll be operating there for 10 weeks, and then the next 10 weeks, we will students will be able to come down to Summit for the hands-on portion, and they will participate for 7 weeks there. And then we have on-the-job training where we will work with the local contractors in the community of St. Cloud to finish up their last 3 weeks.
So there's a lot of hands-on that's a part of this training.
Oh, absolutely. The first 10 weeks, it's a lot of foundational classes. So you have to before we put a nail gun and tools and stuff in your hands, we have to teach you the safety components first. It has a lot of foundational courses as well. We do go over hand and power tools during those first 10 weeks. So there will be times that we will be introducing some hands-on portion. But the second phase is really 95% hands-on. We get you ready for the job. It's about 600 clock hours in total in training, with the last 300 plus 300 hours hands-on.
Do you have any future goals to expand what you're doing here in St. Cloud?
Absolutely. Our goal is to have a satellite site located there in the community of St. Cloud so that students don't have to travel down to here to Summit. So we are really working very hard with the community. We think certainly that there's an opportunity for us to have a satellite center there so that we can draw from the community there to participate well, all 20 weeks there in the community of St. Cloud.
Gail, what does this do to our economy, especially here locally?
Well, one of the biggest things that, for one, again, I want to clarify, it's partnerships that we've been able to add. So Summit Academy, our goal is to then partner with SETCC, who already has a program as well, but they're limited in capacity of how many students they can put through. So our goal is, again, to build those relationships, which is, again, all what GSDC is about is, again, collaborating, connecting the right resources together. But what this is allowing us to do is to train more people to go into these construction jobs that our local employers so desperately need. There's been a number of our local employers that have been very active in these conversations and supporting this work. W. Goman Construction, Bradbury Stam, K. Johnson Construction, Rice Companies, and a number of others. And so these companies are seeing this as an opportunity and, again, working to help financially support maybe even some of that transportation piece. So again, those students don't even have to incur any cost with some carpooling or that sort of thing for the weeks that they do go down to Summit. But again, it's keeping our talent right here in the region, which is critical for our growth. I mean, I took a look this morning. I mean, there's 472 jobs in construction only available right here in our region on JobSpot. So, you know, there's opportunity here, and our employers, again, can grow more if they have the workforce to do that.
LeRoy, these are well-paying jobs too, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. Our average placement wage is at $40,000 a year, but again, that's no out-of-pocket cost to the student. So in 20 weeks, we could take you from being underemployed or unemployed and making $40,000 a year. So if somebody else in the household is at least making the same thing, you now have a household of making $80,000. So it's our way of how we can move those who are maybe challenged and moving them out of poverty. But at the same time, it's addressing the worker shortage that we know that is happening. As we know, some of the boomers have transitioned out of this industry, and now we're looking for how to backfill. And this is our way of reaching that worker shortage as well.
LeRoy, what's your background? Why the passion for this?
Well, it's the passion. Again, I grew up in Washington, D.C., and certainly I've seen a lot of things, in my life in terms of those who are unemployed, and just a struggle. And now I have an opportunity to create some opportunities for those who really need jobs and work so that they can take care of themselves and their family. And it's not even a job anymore, but it's becoming a mission.
LeRoy, people are listening to this and either they are interested or they know someone who would be. What are the steps they should take to get involved with Summit Academy?
Absolutely. We have information sessions at the Career Force Center right there on the campus of St. Cloud Tech, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. They can also go to www.saoic.org, and they can where they can click on and learn a little bit more about information sessions about how they can get involved.
Gail, anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, absolutely. So as LeRoy mentioned, we are doing information sessions, and Career Solutions has really been the big partner with this. They are the one physically there in the Career Force building, helping facilitate those learning sessions. And then also to complement this, Career Solutions offers a Discovery Day as well for construction. So again, for those folks not sure if they want to go into construction yet, that's a great opportunity to learn a little bit more and then follow up with going and attending the Summit Academy training. So again, lastly, love the partnerships, and this is again making our community grow. For anybody that is looking for employment, as I mentioned, lots of job opportunities still available in the region. Greater St. Cloud JobSpot.com. So you can find that at stcloudshines.com, as well as everything great about our region can be found there if you're trying to maybe convince someone that maybe they want to think about careers and living and working right here in our region.
Excellent. Gail, thanks for joining me. LeRoy, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, and good luck to both of you.
All right. Thanks so much.
Great. Thank you.
That's LeRoy West, President, Summit Academy. Gail Cruikshank, Talent Director, Greater St. Cloud Development Corporation. Our Get a Job segment, third Monday of each month.